Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me on this epic webinar. I'm super excited to have you. I am your host, Keen, also known in these internet streets as the Passport Abuser. I am a female solo traveler of 82 countries, and I've helped 11,000 people travel the world for free. I'm talking without paying cash. I'm talking about without using a credit card and without having to put money aside every month to be able to take one or two vacations for yourself or for your family. So, guys, feel free to go into the chat, okay? Let me know who you are, where you are from, okay? And where you are from is important because how I show you how to travel for free is by showing you what hacks are for the nearest airline closest to your house. So let's say you are from Atlanta. I'm going to show you how to fly for free on Delta. Let's say you tell me that you are tuning in from Houston. Then I'm going to show you how to fly for free on United. Let's say you are from LAX or New York. Then I can show you how to fly for free on American Airlines. So feel free to let me know in the chat right now who you are and where you are from. We got Gina. Hey, Gina. We got Asneth, Nancy, Deidre, Crystal. We have Diana, Love, Catherine, Lori. Nancy says that she's from Florida. Okay, so American Airlines. Denisha says that she's from ATL. Okay, so we got Delta in the house. Angela says Chicago and Florida, so American Airlines. Caitlin says she's from San Diego. Okay, so I'm thinking United, Delta, or possibly, I said United. Okay, United or Delta. Tess is from Los Angeles, so you got Delta and LAX there. And I believe that that's a United hub as well. Let's see. Alicia is from Atlanta. That's Delta. All right, guys. Sounds good. Sounds good. So, guys, make sure you grab a pen and pad because I am going to blow your mind, okay? So, before we get started on the webinar, I'm going to make you a big promise. And that big promise is by the time you leave this 1 hour webinar, every single thing that you thought you knew about travel will be changed. And my next big promise is that within this 1 hour, you will leave this webinar and know that there is a way that you could travel the world for yourself and your family without paying cash. You got me? All right, so guys, let me share the slides and let's get into the webinar. So guys, welcome to the ultimate guide for traveling the world for free. I am going to be giving you guys my 3-step process on how I have traveled to nearly 100 countries for free. So let's talk about why you're here tonight, all right? I want you to give me a hashtag guilty if maybe you're here tonight because you've gotten a glimpse of the travel lifestyle, right? You just got back from a trip or you've been traveling more and more and you're really starting to like it. And you're like, you know what? I love this lifestyle. I just want to be able to do it without my bank account cursing me out. Give me a hashtag guilty right now in the chat if that is you. Okay, give me a hashtag guilty in the chat if that's you. Or maybe you're here right now because you are sick of sitting on the sidelines watching everybody else live their hashtag best life on TikTok and Instagram. And you're like, you know what? Everybody else seems to have the cheat code but me, and people out here gatekeeping. So how? I'm here tonight because I want the cheat code. I want to level up. Lori says hashtag guilty. Caitlin says hashtag guilty. Okay. Or maybe this is important to you right now because you're like, you know what? I am sick of saving up all year just to be able to take me and my family on a vacation. Even if it's not a 5-star vacation, but it still seems like we're spending so much money to travel. And I just want a shortcut to travel more, but pay less. All right. Diana's giving me a hashtag guilty. Denisha's giving me a hashtag guilty. Sarita is giving me a hashtag guilty. Sarah is dropping that hashtag guilty. All right, got it. So guys, within the next 45 minutes, I am going to show you how to travel the world and never ever pay cash for a flight again. That is my big promise. I'm also going to show you how to travel the world without saving or even creating a travel budget. And most importantly, I'm going to show you how to travel the world without using credit cards because most of the time when I tell people I don't pay cash for my flights, they say, okay, well, are you using credit? So I'm going to show you guys how to do all of this tonight. So guys, here are 2 reasons why you should stay to the end of tonight's webinar. The first reason is the freebies, okay? At the end of tonight's webinar, I am going to pop in the chat. I'm going to type in a bunch of freebies. So I'm going to give you a 10% off booking.com coupon code. I am going to give you a $25 flight voucher, and I'm going to give you a $25 hotel voucher just for staying to the end of tonight's webinar. And the second reason why you want to stay to the end of tonight's webinar is because, honey, you want to be the person that decided to go for it, right? I've helped 11,000 people travel the world solo, and most importantly, do it for free. Now, guys, if you look here at these testimonials, these are testimonials of women that are posted in my private Facebook group. As you can see here, their names have not been blurted out because you know what? Success has receipts. All three of these women took their first solo trip and did it for free within the first 3 months of joining my course. So guys, I am the real deal. Now, remember I told you success has receipts, right? So guys, here is a look inside of my course portal. As you can see here, we have over 11,377 people who have traveled the world for free. And now you're just now getting in on this, right? Now you're coming into the party, and now you're going to get the same information that already 11,000 people out there already know about. So when you see people on the gram and they're traveling every month or every other month, they might be one of these 11,000 people who already know what time it is out here. And they've just been gatekeeping from you because they want to look like they're, have this great lifestyle, when really it's just a matter of knowing how to travel the world, right? And so if you guys are like, okay, well, who are you to be able to give me this expert advice? Guys, I am a 10-time published travel expert, okay? I have been to 82 countries as a female solo traveler and 87 countries in total. So if you want to know who I am, honey, I have hit almost 100 countries solo and without having to pay for it, right? And so, guys, here is some of my media and publicity, right? So let me take it a step further. You guys already see screenshots from my course portal that I've helped over 11,000 people travel for free. But now we're going to take it up a notch, okay? We're going to 2.0 this. So as you guys can see on the screen, on the top left-hand corner, that's me on the cover of Forbes magazine. In the middle top, you'll see me in Business Insider. On the right-hand side, you will see me in Essence Magazine. And on the top right-hand corner, you will see me on the cover of USA Today, which is the biggest publication in the United States. On the bottom left-hand corner, you will see me making CBS National News headlines. And then on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, you guys will see me in CNN. So guys, the information that I'm going to be giving you guys is the same information that I literally give to CBS National News, Forbes, and USA Today, okay? And so guys, before we get started, I want to make sure that you guys grab a pen and a pad and that you guys are following me on YouTube and Instagram at The Passport Abuser. Because guess what, okay? When CBS National News booking producers are jumping in my DMs asking to give expert advice on how to travel for free, you guys will get it before them because you guys are already subscribed to me on Instagram and YouTube. So you guys get things even before it gets to TV. Okay, so make sure that you stop what you're doing right now and follow me on Instagram and YouTube at The Passport Abuser so you don't miss out. Okay, guys, so let's get into the biggest thing, okay, why we are all here today, which is how to get free flights. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but every time I swipe my debit card, all right, you bank with PNC. Let's say every time you swipe your PNC debit card, all you get is a receipt and a thank you so much for shopping here. From now on, from this day forward, every single time you use your debit card, you are going to get a free flight. All right. So first thing we're going to do is get free flights on American Airlines. If you are tuning in from New York tonight, I want you to drop a fire emoji in the chat right now. If you are tuning in from Philly tonight, I want you to drop a fire emoji in the chat. If you are tuning in from Boston tonight, or if you are tuning in from Chicago, drop a fire emoji in the chat. If you are tuning in from Charlotte, North Carolina, that's an American Airlines hub. Drop a fire emoji in the chat, okay? If you are tuning in from Dallas, Fort Worth, or Los Angeles, drop a fire emoji in the chat, because if you are, then you know what? Guess what? American Airlines is your hub that's closest to your house. So I'm gonna show you how to get free flights with them. Okay. Sarita's dropping a fire emoji in the chat. Lisa is dropping a fire emoji in the chat. Stacy is dropping a fire emoji in the chat. Angela dropped the fire emoji in the chat. Kay Traveling dropped that fire emoji in the chat. So, guys, let me show you how to get free flights on American Airlines. Okay, Rashida's dropping that fire emoji. Hey, Rashida. Rashida's dropping the fire emoji in the chat. Okay, so now let me show you guys exactly what I mean. All right, so let me share my screen with y'all. All right, guys, let's get into it, okay? So as you guys can see here, I have 198,000 points on American Airlines, okay? Now, guys, for this method, you do not need a credit card, right? So I want y'all to type into the chat right now, no credit card, okay? You do not need a credit card at all. So tell me this, were you guys today years old when you realized that American Airlines actually has a shopping portal, okay? These airlines have shopping portals. American Airlines has a shopping portal. So guess what? Instead of going into Sephora to buy this Fenty foundation in the shade 450, guys, we are going to go on American Airlines shopping portal. All right. So here, if you want this Fenty foundation, you're going to type in Sephora. As you guys can see at the top, it says Sephora is giving 2 miles per dollar. Right? Ulta Beauty is given 3 miles per dollar. So where are we going to get the Fenty foundation from? Right? You guys get it? So let's say that you need soap, you need laundry detergent, you need tissue for your house. So you go to Walmart, right? Sometimes we do these Walmart runs. Well, guys, instead of walking into Walmart, go through the airline shopping portal. And as you guys can see here, Walmart is given 3.5 miles per dollar. How many years have you been shopping at Walmart and getting just a receipt back or a thank you email back instead of getting miles every time you needed Q-tips, every time you needed Got2b to, lay your wig down, every time you needed socks, and you had to run to Walmart every time you needed, silly products, you would run to Walmart. How many years have you been missing out on the fact that you could have been earning, 3.5 miles for every single dollar? If you spend $1,000 in Walmart a year, and that's 5,000 points right there down the drain, right? So guys, literally, this is how I'm able to travel the world for free without using a credit card. I don't even have to save up money. All I'm doing is converting the dollars that I spend on a daily basis. I'm converting that into miles. Right? Do you guys see that? So let's say your cousin is having a baby and you want to get her something from Carter's. Carter's is giving 4 miles on the dollar right here. Let's say you wanted some sheets for your house. You can go to Bed Bath & Beyond and they're giving away 1 mile per dollar, right? Let's say you wanted to go to Macy's to buy somebody a wedding gift. Macy's is giving away 4 miles per dollar. So y'all cannot tell me that traveling the world is expensive. These are things that you were already buying regardless, right? And so let's say you want to get something for your car, right? Let's say you need tires for your car. AutoZone is giving 1 mile per dollar. Let's say you need tires for your car. Instead of going to Mavis, you're going to go to Tire Rack because you know that you can get 2.5 miles per dollar. You get what I'm saying? So guys, literally, when I tell people, oh, well, you can travel the world and you don't even have to put any money aside or anything like that. You don't have to save up money all year to travel. You don't have to use a credit card. Guys, here's 198,000 points just sitting right here. Let's say that you want to buy a laptop. Best Buy is giving 4 miles per dollar. Right? Let's say your kids need sneakers for back to school. Nike is giving 2 miles per dollar. Let's say your kids need clothes, right? Old Navy is giving 2.5 miles per dollar, right? My niece loves Forever 21. So Forever 21 is giving away 3 miles per dollar. Pretty Little Thing is giving away 2.5 miles per dollar. How many years have we been shopping at H&M, going into these stores, at the mall, with our kids, with our family? No, instead of going into these stores, we are going through the airline shopping portals. Do you guys feel me? Now, I'm going to put the link in the chat, so that way you guys can follow up on this. But let me know if you were today years old before you realized that all along, instead of going into Sephora or Ulta, to get this Better Than Sex mascara, you could have just been using your airline shopping portal, right? Denisha says this is awesome. Lorenzo says, quick question. So you're saying shop with these companies and places and you earn points. Yes. So what I'm saying is, instead of walking into Walmart with your family and with a shopping cart, you are going to go on your airline shopping portal, go to walmart.com, order all the stuff you need to order, and when you get to the checkout page, you're going to select pick up in store. And you just pay for it with your Santander card or your Fifth Third card, or your Wells Fargo debit card, whoever you bank with, you just pay with them, and basically that's it, right? So instead of going into Sephora and spending all this money on these Peter Thomas Roth eye patches, caffeine eye patches, so my eyes aren't baggy, I'm gonna go through a shopping portal through my airline, get the stuff, and then ship it to my house, or order pick up in store. But the point is, instead of just getting back a receipt, we literally just got miles because we went through our airline shopping portal. You feel me? Bridget said, I was today years old. Lisa says, wow. Okay, Sabrina says, wow. Lori says, wow, this is amazing. So guys, literally, I'm telling you, do you see how we just finessed that? Do you see how we just finessed hundreds of thousands of miles from the airline and didn't have to spend a dime to do anything? Deidre says, today years old, right? Caitlin says, do you have to be a member of the airlines? Yes, you have to be a member of the airlines. All you have to do is go on AmericanAirlines.com and enroll in their AA Advantage program, and then boom, you finish. And Lisa says, yes. Caitlin says, do you have to have a credit card account? Caitlin, I don't know how long you've been in the webinar, my love. No, you do not need a credit card at all. We talked about that at the very beginning, my love. So guys, do you now see how you can travel the world and earn all of these points and go back and forth to the Bahamas or do whatever you want to do, and you literally just did not even have to pay for it? So guys, I'm gonna share my screen one more time. Let's get into it, because I want to be able to kind of elaborate on what I mean. So you guys see how we have 198,000 points left on American Airlines. All right, you guys see at the top right-hand corner of the screen. You guys might be wondering, okay, Keen, how far can I go with 198,000 points? So let's go on AA.com. Let's go directly to American Airlines to see exactly how far this can get me. This is picking up my location. I live in Antigua and Barbuda, so this is picking up my location. Okay, guys, so now let's say we want to go from an American Airlines hub like Miami. Let's say you want to pay for it with miles. Remember, we don't pay cash for nothing anymore. Ever. We only do miles around here, okay? And let's say I just pick a random date to go from Miami to Antigua. Let's see how many miles that's going to cost me. Okay, that's going to cost me about 12,500 miles, okay? So now, guys, consider that if it costs me 12,000 miles to go to Antigua, to my home country, and I have, let's say, 200,000 miles, I could go back and forth to Antigua at least 10 times. Right? I have almost 200,000 miles, as you guys can see up here, and it cost me about 12,000 miles to get there. And let's see, hold on. So it's 12,000 miles plus $45. So if I tell you I went to Antigua for $45 and I flew 5 of my friends there and it cost me $200, and that's it. Just all you're doing is paying the taxes for the seat. And do you guys see how, in order to get to that 200,000 miles up here, we never used a credit card? All we did was do everything that we normally do every day. Every day, our kids are going to need sneakers. It says you get 1,000 miles just for shopping at HelloFresh, right? It says you get 5,200 miles right here for shopping at Verizon, right? And so, guys, literally, you were already going to go to Nike and get your kids those sneakers. You already needed that laptop from Dell. You know, so guys, all this is doing is just making sure that the dollars that you spend every single day are always going to give you back miles. Okay. All right. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? So I'm going to stop the screen share for a second. Drop a fire emoji in the chat if you were today years old, before you realized that all of these years that you have been shopping at all of these retail stores, you could have been earning miles. Joy says, I just bought a phone from Verizon. I wish I knew this. Drop that fire emoji in the chat if you were today years old, before you really realized that all of these places that you've been shopping for all of these years could be earning you miles. Kevin is dropping a fire emoji. Lorenzo is dropping a fire emoji. Alicia is dropping a fire emoji. Lorenzo says, fire, you giving out the game. Lisa's dropping a fire emoji. Tiara's dropping a fire emoji. Okay, so, all right, now, guys, I want to show you something else for American Airlines, okay? Because I don't want to just meet your expectations, all right? I want to exceed them. You guys decided to stop what you were doing and come on this webinar, so you know that I'm going to be bringing nothing but fire all night, all right? So let me just share the screen so that way I can show you guys how you can take that method and then put it on steroids, okay? So next thing we're going to do is, most people were today years old when they realized that you could actually earn miles by going out to dinner, guys, literally. So guys, were you today years old when you realized that American Airlines has a dining program, right? Where you earn miles every time you eat out. How many people go out to lunch with their coworkers and decide to eat out? How many times do you go to happy hour with your coworkers after you leave the job? How many times do you go to, bottomless Sundays, for brunch with your girlfriends, right? How many times do you go out to dinner with your kids when you don't feel like cooking? Well, guys, literally all of that time, all of this means that you could be earning miles. So guys, look, it says earn 1,500 bonus miles in your first 30 days. Here is how it works. You search for restaurants, bars, and clubs, you dine, and then you pay. And guys, you don't need a credit card. It says you pay with your linked debit card, and then you earn miles for every dollar that you spend, right? And so guys, here is how it works, right? Hold on. And so guys, here's how it works. Every restaurant is going to pay you, let's say 1 mile or 2 miles per dollar just to eat at their restaurant. So it's the same thing, just like shopping online. All you have to do is come on AA Advantage Dining, and guys, literally, you're going to earn 1,500 miles just for eating out. I'm not even joking, guys. So literally, every time you want to go to a bar or a club or a restaurant, make the reservation through dining and then just put your debit card on file. Once you arrive at the restaurant and eat, pay with the same debit card, and then you're going to earn the miles. So I'm going to pop this link into the chat so that way you guys can earn miles. And this is what I do. Let's say all of my girlfriends, we trying to go to Tao downtown. I'll go on AA Dining, make the reservation at Tao with a certain debit card. And then when I get to the restaurant, I'll tell my girlfriends, everybody, I'm going to pay, just Zelle me. And now I just earned all these miles from eating out. When every time I go out to eat, I always offer to pay and make the reservation, because guess what, honey? I want those miles, okay? Lorna says, I could have had so many points. I never knew this. Denisha said, yes. Sarita says, come on. All right. So drop a fire emoji in the chat. If the next time you and your friends is ordering bottle service, you are going to make sure that you go online and go to Tao Vegas or wherever you at and be like, yo, let me make the reservation because I'm getting miles. You guys see what I'm saying? And so for those 198,000 miles, for that 200,000 miles that y'all see sitting in my American Airlines account, I'm not telling y'all anything that I don't live by. I'm sitting on 200,000 miles. Me and 5 of my girlfriends could go to Antigua and back And if we pop in bottle service, I'm making them reservations through AA Dining and I'm offering to pay. So do you guys see how if you see people traveling the world, they probably just up on game that nobody put you up on and they don't want to tell you because they want to make it seem like they are the elite when really, honestly, it's not that hard to travel for free. So do you guys see how when we get to those 198,000 points, it's 12,000 points to go to Antigua. Even if you go there and back, that's 25,000 points. How many years have you been eating out and ordering on Walmart and going into these stores and buying your kids Adidas sneakers instead of going online? Right? And so tonight is that night where it's like, all right, it's an awakening. It's a movement. It's like, okay, it's already 11,000 people in my program up on game. You get what I'm saying? And now you guys, welcome to the family. But we're not paying cash to travel anymore because by the time we ready to leave and wheels up, we got a bag of points waiting for us, right? Caitlin says, do the points expire? No, they don't expire, baby. Alicia says, this is what I'm talking about. Let me see. Denisha says this is an awakening. Kay says, does AA charge same prices for items and groceries? Oh, absolutely. Let me show you, baby, because that's a really good question. Because if you thinking it, somebody else is thinking it. So let's get into it, okay? So let's say I want to go on forever21.com, right? It says shop now, all right? And I'm getting 3.5 miles per dollar. It says you're on your way to Forever 21. It takes us directly to the site. So we're not getting anything different. We're not getting any other different prices that somebody else would have been getting. We're just, instead of doing this, hold on, let me show you. Instead of doing this, forever21.com, instead of doing this and going on forever21.com, we are going through the airline shopping portal over here like this. Right? So it's the same website when you click on it. It says you're on your way to Forever 21. Place an order now and you'll earn, hold on, let me go back to it so y'all can read it. It says place an order now and you'll earn 3.5 miles. It's that simple. See, it's taking us to the same site. So that's a very good question because if you're thinking it, somebody else is thinking it. But guys, literally every single store, CVS is on here. Let me see, Instacart. Is Instacart on here? Yep, earn 1 mile per dollar. Come on now. How many times have you decided that you were not going to go outside to do your shopping and you just want to do your shopping for your house online? All right. So guys, literally, there is no reason in the world why anybody should not be traveling the world, for free. Every single dollar that you spending already got you a free flight. You just didn't know that already. But that's why you're here tonight, right? So, guys, literally, drop a fire emoji in the chat if already a half an hour into this webinar, this is the most informative webinar of your entire existence. Drop a fire emoji in the chat if this is the most informative webinar of your life, okay? I'm going to come back to the chat. Denisha says, oh my God. Caitlin drops a fire emoji in the chat. That's what's up. Denisha drops a fire emoji in the chat. All right, guys. Star is dropping her fire emoji in the chat. All right. So, guys, I just want y'all to understand that you can travel the world for free. You can travel the world for free. You've already earned tons of free flights. You just didn't know it yet. So now let me get back to the slides. All right. So back to the slides. I showed you guys how to fly on American Airlines for free, all right? But now we're going to get into how I went to Japan for $6. Now we're going to get into Delta. So drop a fire emoji in the chat if you are from Los Angeles. That is a Delta hub. If you are from New York City, that is also a Delta hub, honey. Drop that fire emoji in the chat. I also want you to drop that fire emoji in the chat if you are in Atlanta. That is a Delta airline hub, okay? Brittany is dropping a fire emoji. Tiara is dropping a fire emoji. Tess is dropping a fire emoji. Sherry is dropping a fire emoji. Okay, got it, guys. So I literally went round trip to Japan for $6. Your girl went to Tokyo for less than what you spend on a caramel macchiato at Starbucks, honey. And seeing is believing. Y'all already know that I'm the receipt queen, okay? I will post my receipts inside of my private Facebook group. I will post my receipts of how many people are enrolled in my course. Yes, ma'am, I will. I will literally log into a course. I will literally log into my American Airlines portal and it'll say, hello, Shakima, and show y'all I got 200,000 points. sitting there waiting. Like I'm the queen of receipts. So guess what? I'm gonna show you guys my airline receipts. Okay, so that way when I tell people, oh, I went to Japan for $6, they like, girl, you lying. I'm like, okay, well, I'm the receipt queen. So, guys, if you look at the screenshot, the first screenshot on the left, you can see that I'm going from North New Jersey to Delta, and it says method of payment. It's Amex, and then as you guys can see, $5.60. $5.60, girlfriend. Okay, it says passenger name Shakima Smith. Okay, so the receipt is real. Okay, and then as you guys can see on at the screenshot on the right hand side, look all the way down at the bottom. It says total ticket value 76,000 points and $5.60. 76,000 points and $6. So when I say, oh, y'all, I could go to Japan for $5, it's nothing. $5.60, girl, I could be round trip in Japan for $5. 76,000 points. So when you guys see 200,000 points sitting in my account, just understand that I could go round trip to Japan and still not spend it all. Right? So guys, literally, I have the receipts here. As you guys can see, it says right here my Sky Miles number. It doesn't list the whole thing, but honey, I have my receipts because I literally traveled the world and only pay for the taxes on the receipt. So guys, I'm not even joking when I say you can travel the world for free. And so guys, let me show you how you could get free flights on Delta. All right, Lisa's dropping a fire emoji in the chat, so she's interested in how to fly for free on Delta. Tess dropped the fire emoji in the chat. Kay traveling free, drop that fire emoji in the chat. So let's get into Delta for free flights. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys and show you guys how we can make that work for us. Okay, so guys, here is me logging into my account. As you guys can see, I have 200,000 miles also sitting on Delta. So I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. It doesn't matter if it's United, it doesn't matter if it's American Airlines, it doesn't matter if it's JetBlue, it don't matter Emirates, it doesn't matter what airline it is. I have over 2 million points. I have points with every major airline, and I'm not just talking 12,000 points here or there. I have hundreds of thousands of points in every single airline. Like, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this, okay? And so let me show you guys one of the ways that I get free flights. The first way that I get free flights with Delta to be able to go back and forth to Japan for $6 is making sure that I get free flights for breakfast, okay? Free flights for breakfast. Okay, so if you are like me and you're like, you know what, every morning I go to Starbucks, okay? I always go to Starbucks and get coffee. Well, guys, guess what? If you link your, oh shoot, hold on, guys. I clicked out of it. Hold on, let me bring it back up for you guys. Okay, so guys, literally, you earn 2 miles per dollar whenever you order at Starbucks. So if you're anything like me and you know every morning you want a caramel macchiato when I'm in the United States and I want a pumpkin muffin or a warm banana loaf, I'm getting 2 miles on Delta per dollar. So of course every morning I'm getting a free flight just for having breakfast, right? And so I'm gonna drop this this link in the chat. So that way you guys, if you're like, you know what, dag, I've been going to Starbucks ordering coffee for 10 years before I knew that I could have been earning 2 miles on Delta per dollar. I see why this girl has over 2 million miles with all airlines combined, because this is stuff that you can literally do on a daily basis, right? And so guys, literally this is how you can travel the world. Denisha says, you're not new to this, you true to this. Yes. Nadine says, let's go, baby. Faith says, so just make sure the card is linked to the membership account. No, so you don't need a credit card for this, baby. Let me go back and share my screen one more time, because if you have that question, somebody else got that question, right, honey? So let's get into it. So all you have to do is create a Delta Sky Miles account and link it to inside of your Starbucks app. So there is no credit card involved. Remember, guys, I told you guys to type it to the chat. Type it again, no credit card. And if I need to repeat it every single time I teach you guys something, I have no problems doing that, because I want to make sure that everything lands on you like a ton of bricks, right? So everything that I'm showing you guys tonight does not require a credit card, right? So in order to earn 2 miles per dollar when you have your coffee at Starbucks. All you got to do is, it says more sips, more tips. Now you can earn double stars on Delta travel days and miles, and then it says or more to your Starbucks account. So it says enter your name, enter your name and enter your Sky Miles number, and then link accounts. That's all you got to do. So there is no credit card involved. So for every single thing that I'm going to show you guys all day on this webinar, it has nothing to do with the credit card. Okay, all right, got it? Good. So now the next thing that I want to show you guys how to layer it, right? Because remember, we're sitting on hundreds of thousands of points. So we're not just doing one thing. We don't just do one thing around here. We put everything on steroids and take everything up a notch, right? And so guys, literally, it says here, link your Delta Sky Miles account to your Lyft app, and you earn 1 mile per dollar on Delta. And if you going back and forth into the airport, you're earning 2 miles per dollar. How many years have you been taking Delta? You and your taking Lyft. You and your girlfriends, y'all go out. Y'all wanna, everybody know that it's somebody's birthday, so everybody gonna be drinking. So nobody's gonna be driving. How many years have you been driving, taking Lyft because you live in a metropolitan city and you don't have a car? You just take rideshare everywhere, right? New Yorkers do that all the time. How many years have you been taking Lyft and not knowing that you could have been earning 2 miles per dollar or 1 mile per dollar if you're not going to the airport and you just going to work, right? And so if y'all want to know how I get up to these very high balances with these airlines, it's because it's not just one thing that I'm doing. I'm doing like 10 different steps per airline, right? I'm doing 7 different steps with Delta. I'm doing 7 different steps with United. I'm doing 7 different steps with American Airlines. I've just given y'all 1 or 2 per airline, but now you guys get the point, right? So this could be you. And as you guys can see here, all you have to do is link your Delta Sky Miles account to your Lyft and then earn 2 miles per dollar. So if y'all want 200,000 Delta miles, get busy, get active, be an executor, right? Invest in having this information, because you guys got to think about how many times that you've been ordering Subway to your job on your lunch break, not realizing that you could have been earning 2 miles per dollar with American Airlines. How many times have you been taking Lyft and you've been missing out on going to the Seychelles or to the Maldives, because all of those years that you've been taking Lyft, honey, you could have went to Dubai and back, right? All of these years that you've been loyal to Starbucks, and when you go into Starbucks, they're not really telling you in the store, yo, we got a partnership with this airline. So honestly, you could load your account through them instead of coming in and doing it here at the register, because you're actually going to earn 2 miles per dollar on Delta. Drop a fire emoji in the chat if you were today years old before you realized that all of this time you could have been traveling for free, right? And so let me go back to the chat and drop the link so that way you guys can start earning miles with Delta Airlines. Okay, Brenda says this is great. Alicia drops a fire emoji. Caitlin is dropping her fire emoji. So yeah, guys, pretty much, I mean, this is how you can travel the world for free. Crystal's dropping a fire emoji in the chat. Yes. I'm loving this. Kamai is dropping a fire emoji in the chat. Got it. So guys, literally, I don't want to hear people say that they cannot travel for free, or it's just so expensive to travel the world, because honestly, it's not, guys. So let me go back to the slides here. Let me go back to the slides and let me teach you guys about more airlines. Okay, Janice is dropping that fire emoji in the chat. Let's go. Okay, let's go. All right, so now I am going to show you guys how to get free flights when you're bored on United Airlines, okay? So if you from Houston, drop a fire emoji in the chat. If you from the Bay Area, okay, drop a fire emoji in the chat. If you are from EWR, North New Jersey, drop a fire emoji in the chat. If you're from Houston, drop a fire emoji in the chat, because that is United Airlines, okay? So I am going to show you guys how you could get free flights on United Airlines, okay? Denisha says flights not filling. Nadia says Houston. Okay, so Houston, I think that's George Bush International Airport. Yes, I know my airport names, honey, because I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I'm the passport abuser. 87 countries in. I know airport codes in my sleep. Okay, I know the name of airports in my sleep. Okay, so Nadia Houston, Faith is EWR. Okay, Faith EWR. I'm Newark. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to get free flights when you're bored. Now, guys, the old me would have been scrolling on TikTok and Instagram for hours every time that I'm bored. But now let me show you guys what I do to earn free flights every single time that I am bored, okay? So let me share my screen with y'all and show y'all what that looks like. So guys, drop a fire emoji in the chat if you were today years old when you realized that literally, guys, you could earn miles with United for sharing your opinions. You could earn, let me say it again for the people in the back. You can earn United Plus mileage miles for sharing your opinions. Literally, they say a penny for your thoughts. Well, how about a free flights for your thoughts? Y'all, how long have you been bored on a Sunday morning, or it's raining outside on a Saturday morning and you home scrolling? Guys, you could have been earning free flights. It says here, Opinion Miles Club is a free online survey community that was created for Mileage Plus members, right? And so, guys, look, it says, make your voice heard. Help shape products and services you use by sharing your views in simple surveys. Then it says, Opinion Miles Club offers you a free opportunity to earn extra miles each time you complete a survey. How many were you today years old when you realized that every time you bored, go online and fill out a survey and earn some miles for it? Y'all know I got 250,000 miles sitting with United right now. Come on now. When you're bored, fill out surveys, right? Do you guys see this? So when people say, oh, well, I want to travel the world, but it's so expensive. It's not. It's just that you haven't yet met the right people or right person who is really going to show you how to live a life of pure luxury and up-level your standards for your lifestyle without it breaking your bank account. Right? Most people don't want to tell you that information, right? Who's going out and passing out emails? Who's putting this in people's mailboxes saying, yo, you know you could do this X, Y, and Z, right? So guys, literally, I'm just gonna pop the link for that in the chat. Denisha says, oh my God. Kawhi says, wow, you are really opening my eyes. Brenda says, wow. Denisha says, today years old. Jillian says, crazy. Lorna says, today years old. So guys, literally, I'm giving you guys the sauce, okay? Now y'all see why Forbes calling? Y'all see why CNN calling now? Y'all see why CBS National News booking producers is jumping in the DMs? Y'all see why I've been in Essence Magazine 4 times. Business Insider 3 times. Right? Now y'all see why these people looking for me, because I'm telling you, the information that I give people in my presentations and my webinars, they're not going to get anywhere else. The quality, the level of information that I provide in my webinars, people be dying to pay me to work with me, because they're like, yo, if this is the information that she's giving me while it's free for 1 hour, I cannot imagine the information that these 11,000 other people got that are already in this course. What do they got? Right? Because I'm just with her for an hour. Right? So guys, literally, you can travel the world and do it without paying cash. It's so many different ways that you could be back and forth to Dubai and be like, yo, I went to Dubai, man, it cost me $11 and I had 2 friends with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like it shouldn't really cost that much. So like, yeah, like literally, guys, it doesn't cost that much to travel. So now, guys, I've showed you how to fly for free. Do y'all want to know how to stay in hotels for free? Do y'all want 2.0 information? Because I'm giving you American Airlines. I gave y'all Delta. I dropped that United survey. Okay, I ain't been doing nothing but just really flying and acing this webinar. But if y'all want hotel information, drop that 2.0 in the chat and let me know that y'all want that information. Drop a 2.0 in the chat. Lash drops a 2.0. Kawhi says, of course, 2.0. Lash is dropping that 2.0. Okay. Drop that 2.0 in the chat if y'all are absolutely ready. If y'all like, you know what, we want hotels. Star is dropping at 2.0. Diana is dropping at 2.0. Sarah, Love, Veronica, T, Crystal, Sherry, Tiara, Brittany dropping at 2.0. Alicia says you already know. Bridget drops the 2.0 in the chat. Sabrina's dropping 2.0. Because guess what, y'all? Guess what? Hold on. Guess what? When we get off that free flight in Dubai, we going to our free flight. We're going to our free hotel in Dubai as well. When we get off that free flight to go to the Maldives, we on our way to the Conrad Maldives for free too. Okay, sis? All right? Rashida says 2.0. Hey, Rashida. Annie is dropping that 2.0 in the chat. Let's go. So now I'm going to give you guys some 2.0 information. I told you guys I was going to show you how to fly for free. Now I'm about to show you how to stay in hotels for free. Okay? All right, let's get it. Let me share my screen and let's dive in. So, guys, drop a fire emoji in the chat if you were today years old before you realized that Hilton Honors, the hotel chain, actually gives you Hilton Honors bonus points to stay for free when you fill out surveys. Guys, I'm not even joking. So look, it says, earn Hilton Honors bonus points for your opinion. Guest Opinion Rewards, in partnership with Hilton Honors, is an exclusive online community where your opinion counts. Members are invited to take surveys and receive Hilton Honors bonus points for sharing their views, right? How does it work? Once you're on board, we provide the surveys and you provide the answers, right? And so, guys, literally, I'm going to drop this in the chat because most people don't know that you could fill out surveys and literally get free hotel stays too. It's not just the airlines. So instead of scrolling on TikTok, when you get bored, log into Guest Opinion Rewards and log into Opinion Miles Club. Go into these portals and just be like, all right, what surveys they offering me today? So that way I could get these flights and I could just go and I could get my hotels for free as well, right? So if you were today years old before you realized that you could be getting free hotel stays, drop that 2.0 in the chat because this is 2.0 information. I got y'all covered. I got y'all flights, right? I got y'all hotels, okay? So it's no reason why you cannot travel the world. It's not supposed to be breaking your bank, right? If God wanted you to stay in one place, you be a tree. You're supposed to see the world. You're not supposed to be struggling and striving. It's not supposed to be like that. But most people, when they hear that they could travel to Japan for $5, they so busy thinking everything is a scam instead of just taking a seat and saying, you know what? Maybe I can learn something. Up-level me. Upgrade me. If you could teach me how to travel the world without paying cash, let me listen to it. But everybody's like, oh, it's a scam, or, you know, I don't know, everything is shady. It's not shady. The information is right here. And quite frankly, I've just showed you how to travel and stay for free, and I haven't earned $1, right? So, guys, literally imagine all the information that is waiting for you behind this free webinar tonight, right? So I'm gonna come back into the chat. I'm gonna stop the screen share. And I'm gonna come back into the chat because, guys, literally, this is the link to how you can do the free stays on Hilton Airlines, and I just want to make sure that you guys have that information, honey, because after tonight, everything is gonna change for you. If you stick with me, after tonight, everything will change for you. You should not have to be paying for any flights, any hotels. You should know how to travel the world solo. So if you are here tonight and you're like, you know what, I've read about you in Essence Magazine and I always wanted to travel solo. If you are here tonight because you saw me on TV while you were, at your house and you're like, yo, I saw her on CNN giving an interview about how to fly for free. So I found you and now I'm here. I want to hear what you have to say about how to travel for free. Guys, I'm telling you, it's no reason why you should not be traveling the world and not having to put up all this money for it. Travel for free. Alicia said, baby, I absolutely did not know this. Lash says, take my credit card. Here you go. Yeah, guys. So, yeah, you're supposed to travel for free. Marquita says, I want to travel with my 4 kids. Well, baby, now I'm showing you how to travel for free. Okay. So guys, literally, this is how I do it. So now, do you guys want some more 2-point information? Because I could give it to you if you want it. I could serve it to you hot, babe. Never a problem. So do y'all want some more 2.0 information on how to hack these hotels to stay for free? Drop that fire emoji in the chat. Drop that 2.0 in the chat. If you like, you know what? I want to learn more about hotels because we went over all these different airlines. Let's talk about these hotels. Lisa says yes. Denisha says yes. T says yes. Crystal says 2.0. Lisa says yes. Marquita says yes, honey, bring it. All right, let's go. So let me show you. Let me share my screen so that way we could keep going because I could keep going. So, guys, drop a fire emoji in the chat if you were today years old when you realized that every single time you order Uber to go somewhere or you order Uber Eats, that you could have been getting free stays at Marriott Bonvoy. So we don't just got the Hilton on lockdown. We got Marriott on lockdown too. We got Hyatt on lockdown too. We got IHG hotels on lockdown too, honey. I'm not new to this. I'm what? Y'all know I'm true to this. So guys, look here. It says use Uber to get wherever you go and you earn 3 points per dollar. Right? It says order Uber Eats at your Marriott Bonvoy hotel, earn 6 points per dollar. You order Uber Eats anywhere you are, to your house, to your grandmama house, to your, to your job, you earn 2 points per dollar. So it says earn 2 points per dollar when you order food or grocery orders with Uber Eats at home or on the road. So how many years has it been raining or snowing outside and you decided to order Uber Eats? And or how many years have you been taking Uber back and forth to work or back and forth to the airport without knowing that you could have been getting free Marriott Bonvoy points, right? So drop a fire emoji in the chat. Drop a 2.0 in the chat if you were today years old and you had no idea that for the past 7 years that this partnership even been going on, that you could have been earning the points the whole time, right? So guys, literally, Love says, I just ordered Thai food for this webinar. Okay. Well, you know what? From tonight on, Love, you're going to be getting these points with Marriott Bonvoy. Everything that I'm showing you guys is super simple. And I'm just happy that you guys decided to give me a chance and come on the webinar and hear what I had to say. Because since you guys did that for me, I was able to now enlighten you. And I'm going to just go into my Uber app. And I'm going to show you how simple all of these things that have been hiding in plain sight. I'm going to show you guys how all of these things work. So if you guys go into the Uber app, do you guys see where it says settings? I want you to tap this button right here that says settings inside of your Uber app. And I want you guys to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the settings. Do you guys see where it says Marriott Bonvoy rewards right there at the bottom? Do you guys see that? Marriott Bonvoy. There we go. Marriott Bonvoy. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see how simple it is? It's been right there in your face, in the app, the whole time. But it's like nobody's really advertising these things, And so, guys, literally, this is how you can travel the world for free. Okay, so whether it's hotels, I got you covered on that 2.0 information. Okay, if it's flights, I got you covered on the fly for free mini information, right? So if you're one of these people where you like, you know what, I want her fly for free mini course, you could take the fly for free mini course. If you're one of these people where you like, you know what, I want the fly for free mini course, but I also want that 2.0 course because there's a lot of information that this girl has, right? And I need it to travel for free too. Marquita says, can you find that on the Uber Eats app too? I linked it through my Uber app. But I'm sure you probably can. But I think when you go on the Uber Eats app, it will probably take you back to the Uber app, right? So guys, let me just go back to the slides here because I want to make sure that I give you as much information as possible so that way you guys know how to travel the world for free and that there isn't a shadow of doubt on how you can travel the world for free. So if you guys are like, you know what, I want to hear more about how you can help me. I want to hear more about your courses. Drop a fire emoji in the chat. Drop a hashtag yes in the chat. Okay, Denisha says I'm shooketh. Drop a hashtag yes in the chat if you're like, you know what, I want to work with you. I want to work with you because you know what? There's information that you have, and I know I want my lifestyle to be different, and you the person that's going to give me all that information to get there. Wanda gives me a hashtag yes in the chat. Andrea gives me a hashtag yes. Marquita gives me a hashtag yes. Lisa's dropping that fire emoji. Alicia says hashtag yes. All right. Love says hashtag yes. All right, guys. So, guys, I've showed you testimonials of women at the beginning of this webinar who took their first solo trip and did it without paying a dime. But I'm going to show you what the people who actually enroll in the course, what they have to say. So here is Ifoma Ophili. She says, Antigua, my 6th solo trip. I love it here. As you can see, I didn't blurt out her name. As you can see, when you look at the bottom of her testimonial, it has how many people liked it inside of the Facebook group, how many comments it got inside of our Facebook group. So she's already on her 6th solo trip. And then we have Shay Jones. Look at the person in the middle. She says, I completed this course in May. Since then, I have solo traveled to Dubai, Johannesburg, South Africa, Egypt, and the Maldives. And read the bottom. She says, for far less than what I would have spent had I not signed up. Thank you, Keem. You've changed my travel life. And look at Shay Jones. Look at Ifoma on the left-hand corner where her picture's flexing in Antigua on her 6th solo trip. Okay? And look at Shay Jones. She completed the course in May. And look at her at the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Look at her at the pyramids, clearly flexing, right? She took this course and she's traveled to 4 countries in such a short amount of time, solo and for free. Then Key Walker, the girl who made the first testimonial, she says, well, I did it, solo trip number 2, blah, 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 right? So the point is, guys, you can travel the world. The results that I get, 11,000 people, are actually amazing, okay? Love says, I runs to get my credit card. Okay, so guys, as you can see, this can be you. People on a 6th solo trip out here. People take the course in May, and by then, all these countries under their belt. As you can see, I'm not blurting out nobody names, and I got all their pictures right there as receipts because the women actually get results. Okay, so guys, if you are ready for a travel mentor, I want you to drop a fire emoji in the chat. If you are team no excuses, drop that fire emoji in the chat. Okay, if you are like, you know what, I want a clear roadmap and a proven system to how me and my family can travel the world and I can give my kids experiences that my family never gave me, drop a fire emoji in the chat. Okay, and so guys, my Fly for Free mini course is what you need. Okay, my Fly for Free mini course gives you 30 different ways on every single airline on how you can travel on them for free. Lisa's dropping a fire emoji in the chat. Lydia says, can I travel to Nigeria for free? Absolutely. If I can travel to Japan and back for free, if I can go to 82 countries for free, then baby, you can go to Nigeria for free. Alicia's dropping a fire emoji. Andrea's dropping a fire emoji. Guys, 30 different ways that you could travel for free. And guess what? Y'all know that I'm the receipt queen. So let me actually share my screen because I want to actually show y'all inside of the course portal and what it looks like and you know how you can travel for free. I want to show you guys all the different lessons. I want to show you guys everything so that way you can see what you are getting tonight, okay? Because this information that I have for you guys, this is everything you need, okay? So let me share my screen with y'all so I can actually get y'all inside of the course portal, okay? Hold on one second. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, guys, so here is the Fly for Free mini course. And guys, this course is only $297 for the next 5 minutes, okay? So for the next 5 minutes, this course is $297. Now, guys, this course is usually $497. But just for tonight, for my webinar, everybody's going to get this course for $297. Now, guys, I want you to look inside of my course curriculum. I gave you guys 2 different ways to fly for free on American Airlines. Guess what? There's 7 different ways that you can do it. Now you see how you're going to get to this 200,000 miles very quickly? 7 different ways. I only gave you guys 2. Guys, on Delta Airlines, I gave you guys 2 different ways that you can fly for free on Delta. There's 7, right? So if you're like, you know what? I learned 2 ways. Hey, there's 7. If you want to fly on JetBlue, there's 3 different ways that you can fly for free. United gives you 4 different ways, right? Well, I gave you one of those ways tonight with the surveys, but there's 4 different ways that you can fly for free on United Airlines, Spirit Airlines, Southwest Airlines, Alaska Airlines, British Airways. Guys, do you see this is lesson number 30 right here? I've given you guys a total of 5 lessons, 5 or 6 lessons. But guys, guess what? There's 30 lessons. So how much information do you guys think that you're missing out on? We haven't even begun to scratch the surface tonight, right? Of all the information that's out there for you. So guys, I want to make sure that you guys know what you're getting. There are over 30 lessons. And guys, also, when you go to purchase my course, it's going to ask you, do you want the Fly for Free 2.0? So guys, the 2.0 is going to give you free hotel stays at Hyatt, free hotel stays with Hilton. I have so many different ways to fly for free on Hilton. I showed you guys one way. There are at least 5 different ways that you could fly for free on Hilton. I showed you guys one different way that you could fly for free on Marriott. There's more than one way to fly for free on Marriott. There's so many ways to double dip and earn cash back and miles at the same time. That's 2.0 information. I haven't even showed y'all how to double dip and earn cash and miles at the same time, right? I'm going to show you guys the secret websites that are going to pay you to travel. And I'm also going to give you a 3-hour training on how to ace your first solo trip. And you're going to get 3 free itineraries as well. So that way you can take your first solo trip. So guys, if you just want to fly for free, this is the mini course with 30 lessons that's giving you the airlines to show you how to travel for free with these different airlines, right? But if you want to take it up a notch, scroll down and get this Fly for Free 2.0 course, because the 2.0 is going to tell you now about the hotels, how to double dip to earn the points, the secret websites to pay you to travel, how to take your first solo trip. Plus, I'm giving you 3 free itineraries on top of it. So guys, you can have a Fly for Free course, and then you can take it up a step further and get the Fly for Free 2.0, okay? Because I am big on maximizing your lifestyle. If I wanted to just come on here and try to sell you something, I would have gave you 1 or 2 tips and I would have logged off. I'm actually trying to transform your life on this webinar, okay? So I am going to pop the link into the chat. Now, my course is $500. It's only going to be $297 for the next 5 minutes, okay? And I want to make sure that you guys get the 2.0 too, because that 2.0 is really going to take everything to the next level for you. So what I am going to do on this webinar, I'm going to set a timer just for 5 minutes. And my webinar will be $297. My course will be $297 instead of $497, but only for the next 5 minutes. So guys, I am going to pop the link to purchase the course inside of the chat. You guys have 5 minutes before I take my course back to the everyday price of $497. I'm popping the link inside of the chat so that way you guys can purchase. For the next 5 minutes only, I want to make sure that you guys get the Fly for Free mini plus that 2.0 information, y'all, because all this information that I have is stuff that nobody else is going to give you guys. Okay, so make sure you guys log off from this webinar and click this link in the chat. The link to purchase the course is in the chat. Make sure you guys run and get this course now, because it's $300 off for the next 4 minutes. So don't sleep on this information, because you just missing out. All of this money that you're spending, you're just missing out. Love says, so both courses are $297. No, my love. So Fly for Free mini course is $297 for the next 3 minutes. And you can add on that 2.0 at the checkout cart. Okay. So that 2.0 course is also $500. When you order it as an add-on, you get it for $197. So you get $300 off each course. Joy says, does the hotels course only involve using travel credit cards? Remember what I said, baby, in the beginning. There are no credit cards involved. Everything that I show you guys, it doesn't have anything to do with a credit card, my love. I promise. Like in the 2.0 course, you can double dip with credit cards, but everything that I've been showing you tonight, you have not needed a credit card yet. Right? So that's the 2.0 information. Now, inside of the course, I do have something that shows you guys how to double dip with credit cards, but Every other single thing that I'm going to show you, you don't have to have good credit or use credit cards. TK says, do you have a payment plan? Yes, I have a payment plan. I do have a payment plan. Let me type the link to the payment plan inside of the course portal, because I actually do have a payment plan. Hold on one second. Let me get that for you. So let me go into the chat. All right, we got 2 minutes left. If you guys need a payment plan, I'm popping the link to the payment plan into the chat right now, so that way for my people who are like, yo, I really want this course, I need a payment plan. Girl, I got you. Payment plan right there. And this course is not just geared towards women. Because everybody goes to Starbucks, everybody orders a Lyft, everybody orders Uber, right? So it's just that women tend to seek me out more. But yeah, so if y'all need a payment plan, I dropped that link inside of the chat right there. Make sure y'all get that. Get it while it's hot. All right, we got 1 minute left before I'm changing the price back to my course. You know, I like to pop in and make sure that people make it a no-brainer to work with me, and I make the prices cheap. So instead of $497, the course is $297, and the 2.0 course, instead of it being $497, it's $197. Dusano says, is it lifetime course access? That is a wonderful question, love. You get lifetime course access. Lifetime course access. Dropping this link in the chat for the payment plan if anybody wants that. Also, I'm going to start the offer, so that way for the people who, if you don't need a payment plan, you can go straight to where you see me in the pink dress. You guys should see me in the pink dress, and it should say buy now. And if you don't need a payment plan, you can click that link. So either way, it doesn't matter. Let me pop the link in the chat. Joy says, give us another minute. I need to enter my credit card details. Oh, okay, babe, you got it. You got it. I'll give you another minute. Yeah, because I'm down to 31 seconds. Okay, I'll pause. I'll pause it, and I'll give you guys like 1 more minute before I hit resume, so everybody could go get their credit card. I'm popping the link inside the chat so that way y'all can buy. The Sam Cart link is the link to pay in full, but if you need a payment plan, then that is the link that says Teachable. So here is the link inside of the chat for the people who need the payment plan. That's the Teachable link. Okay, so all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me for this epic webinar. And I want to make sure that before you guys log off, that you guys run, not walk, and run to make a $300 investment in this course. Because, honey, I'm telling you, the $300 that you spend on this Fly for Free mini course is nothing in comparison to how much money you are going to save for you and your family in the long run by not having this $300 information. Brenda says, I just bought the course. Thank you, baby. So you guys need this information. When you go to check out, it's going to ask you, do you want Fly for Free 2.0? That 2.0 course, because after you tackle making sure that you and your family could get to Dubai, now y'all got to figure out where to stay, and that shouldn't cost you either. Veronica says, I just bought this course. Thank you, baby. So I want you guys to understand, don't be cheap, because you're never going to get this information again, and nobody's going to give it to you because they just going to take your money. You know, so make sure that you invest in yourself and get as many courses as I am offering tonight, because I'm telling you, unless you have done what I've done over 87 countries and learned what I've learned, you're probably never gonna get this information. So the information that's in these courses expand well beyond what I have taught on this particular 1 hour webinar. You definitely are going to need this course. So I'm gonna pop the link one more time. I am resuming. So as you guys can see, we got 23 seconds left. Okay? So make sure that you get the Fly for Free mini course. And when you go to check out, I'm popping the links inside the chat so that way you guys have it. Make sure that you get this mini course. I'm popping the link in the chat. Make sure that you guys get that 2.0 because you are going to need it, okay? You are going to need this 2.0. So everybody check their email after this webinar. All right, so everybody check their email after this webinar. I am going to go change